What's up, everybody? Give you a moment to join. Practicing guys, instead of just showing stock charts. Show you guys, talk to you one on one more because who knows? I probably have a feeling, or I have a feeling we might be doing more of these lately. So it'll be good to keep us all sane. So, what's up? Welcome, everybody. I also want to test too. I know my last video that I was doing, I don't know if a different recording style with my video. It was weird. It was like cutting out on the audio. Any of you guys watch my last video? What was it? Just the last one on the coronavirus. Guys, again, just kind of what do you call it? I'm not trying to make a joke out of anything. I'm taking this thing seriously, but you know, if by the way, I have lots of allergies and stuff. So knock on wood, hopefully everything will be fine moving forward. But hear me coughing more or I blow my nose. I have lots of allergies. So if it gets worse, normally I do. I clear my throat and I cough and stuff like that. So don't be alarmed. Spy drop at Monday, open on Monday. Well, it would seem like that. I'm doing good, guys. But I'm just gonna probably do more of these videos for it's none of us know what's going on, right? Yeah, the worst I as far as the market think that they'll get worse. But what the heck do I know? Who the heck knows what's going on? Again, so just far as like out there yet, again, I have no clue. I am not a medical professional. I am not a financial advisor. I'm a normal human being that has, typical questions, worries, concerns like any normal person would. Uh, just whatever I say, a lot of the stuff is my opinions. Is it as you're hearing? I don't know. Is it not? Is it worse than some people are saying? Probably. I'm trying to stay in the middle of all this, right? So you also got to remember, again, just kind of, when you go about political affiliations. So whether you, again, you'll hear me saying it, whether you love the president or hate the president, right? There's a lot of stuff that you'll hear and you'll see. Some of it may be true, some of it may not be. And you can say, well, why not told the truth all the time on either sides? There's probably reasons for it, right? So I'll talk to you guys in a moment. But again, make sure, guys, if you haven't prepared yet or you don't have stuff, this is not a doom and gloom thing. It's probably a good thing to do. My last video, I tried to make it kind of I did joke around, and that's how I am. I'm not gonna like be any different. So I'm not trying to be crass of on how I watch my last video. It's a little bit longer, but I actually show you lots of good stuff to buy if you haven't already. I'll look comments too in a moment on YouTube, but if you have a short attention span and you don't want to hear me ramble, things like medical masks, those N95 masks, very hard to get. I heard so if you can get those types of masks, good luck. Hand sanitizer is not as good as soap is what I'm hearing, but having it's still I'm hearing, soaps and stuff. But if you're out and about, having some hand sanitizer is probably better than nothing. Any type of eating something today when you get home, just when you're coming from out in the public, maybe throw your clothes in the laundry, wash them, make sure things are kind of clean. So that's stuff I was kind of seeing today. Was limiting myself personally. I'm limiting myself out in the public. I've been out in the public a lot lately. I know like a lot of people wasn't really thinking it was that serious, but whether again, this is what I've been trying to tell people, and I said in the last video, it doesn't matter what I think, right? serious, it doesn't matter. They want me to think it's as serious, so I have to take it seriously, right? And so, like what I was trying to tell people, if you're still wasn't prepared and gotten stuff, again, don't freak out, right? Don't hoard, right? So if you don't have toilet paper and stuff like that, if you get it, but don't buy 5,000 rolls, maybe you have a month supply rather than 2 weeks, stuff like that. But as far as like foods and stuff goes, a lot of people don't realize, a good can of hearty soup or ramen soups in general, big bags of rice, So if you're on a budget, guys, what I mean? A lot of people are tight on money. 20-pound bag of rice at grocery stores for like 15 bucks. Is it going to, get boring after a while to eat if you need it? Probably don't have to go crazy or super expensive. But I think it's important to, again, they're telling us to take it seriously. Things are going on. Who knows what will happen? But I was, kind of, you got to look at stuff again. This is where we try to take the emotions, like even with stuff like this, same thing with trading, right? You got to take your emotions out of it, right? So, kind of like the parallels with trading. Everybody's, we have people asking us right now, what should I buy? What should I buy? What should I buy? The stock market, it's a great time to buy. What should I buy? What should I buy? And I tell people right now, unless you know what you're doing, right? First of all, the ones that know what they're doing are not going to ask, what should I buy? What should I buy? They're selling, right? So it's typically the people that don't know how to read a chart and don't know how to trade that are asking, buy. And those are the people that really end up blowing up their accounts. And now you can say, well, they'll go to a financial advisor and, their financial, what to buy and sell. Again, if you go and you're looking to buy something, make sure, I can't stress this enough, advisor, can they read a stock chart? Say to your financial advisor, before you buy anything, where should I buy? What should I sell? If they should just say stuff like just buy and hold long term or forever, that could be a problem if they don't, if you're, well, I know I had a friend that was buying gold probably, I think about a week ago. They bought it at top. They felt good for about a day and then it'll go up. I'm just testing out here this, I can see how I have this feature on my camera that tries to zoom in on, or it zooms in on me. It cuts out the audio. So if you see some of my videos, the audio cutting out, that might be why. So I'm gonna as well. Is now a time to invest in the stock market? Again, guys, I'm telling people the safest thing you can do is hold your money. If you don't, it's like this. If you financial advisor doesn't know how to read stock charts, hold your money, learn, and then again on our website we do teach stock trading. You can take our free courses. You can take them literally for free. Won't do it, right? So we actually give you about $3,000 worth of free courses. You don't have to buy anything, but most people will get, they'll watch and they freak out and then they quit, right? And they don't do anything. So the best advice I can give you, if you don't know what you're doing, save your money, and there will always, every single day, there's something to buy and sell. Even if the stock market has a there'll always be another time to buy something. Don't have FOMO and fear of missing out. There will always be another time to buy. The stock charts are terrible right now. They can change Monday up or down even more. I don't have a great feeling about them until something major changes, probably with the wait and see. So my advice to those that are looking about the stock market, if you don't know what you're doing, is number one, go to your financial advisor. Can you read a stock chart? Ask them, show me where to buy and show me where to sell. If they just give you some blanket, market will go up long term, blah, 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 just buy this and hold, and they don't have an entry or an exit strategy for you, that's terrible. In this place, at that place, hold your money, study for a good 6 months or a year, even if the stock market flies the all-time highs, who cares? There will always be something you can buy and sell. Always. Every single day there's something, right? Or several days a week. crappy days a week usually, right? So that's my advice to those about the stock market. I wish I can give you an easier answer, but I'm giving you truth answers. I'm not going to be, it's best to study and learn, and there's always something to buy and sell. Thinking of signing up for a trial. Check out our. I'm trying on these videos because again, people will give me crap. Like I'll say it again, guys. If you think, like everybody's selling some media, right? So, everybody puts a catchy headline, captures people attention. Every business on the planet selling market business. We'd love to have you join us, but I'm not making these videos so like, oh, you just hey, like I'm only doing this to get you to join something. Nah. But you can find us. That's why probably these videos I'm probably not going to be putting links to our site. So you can subscribe to our channel and you'll see, or just click the link. You'll see if you subscribe to our YouTube, check us out, Bullish Bears. We have a breakdown on our subscribe page trial for those that want to learn. If you want to go to our paid services, we have 2 weeks you could try us out. But if you want to do courses, again, if you're new, you don't have to pay or do anything. We're giving away courses if you want to learn the stock market. You just have to decide whether you want to put the effort in to learn. Be insulting, but most people are lazy and they won't learn. They won't put the effort in. We give you the resources. It's up to you to decide. Yeah, it looks like it, Keith. Market's going down to December 18 lows. It would make sense. Moment or silence for my account. Yeah, a lot of people are feeling that way, guys. It sucks. That's why, again, I try to make light, but I'm not trying to be heartless at times. It's just, this is going to be trying times for a lot of people, even us, even everybody, right? If things down, I'm in the United States. If they shut things down for 2 weeks or a month or something like that, that affects everybody. Or you're poor, everybody's circumstances are different, but at the same time, like it'll affect everybody they could possibly want. When you're mentally, told, hey, you can only stay in this place or only do this, you know, they're not used to being told no, probably since what, the Great Depression. Like it's kind of ironic when you think about it. You can go out Monday and buy a brand new car you can't afford, buy a house you can't afford, but you can't buy toilet paper and hand sanitizer. Puts things in a lot of perspective. So actually, I'm going to get to more of your things too. I wanted to share with you guys something that's actually very already. um, this is what I did. So get your essentials if you still have clue what's going to happen, but it's always good not to freak out. Be prepared, right? Have a few weeks supply of food, some soups, still get them. What I mean? If you can still get soup and pasta, or rice, things like that, not go hand. But once something that's a lot of people are not thinking of, again, I ain't a doctor. I'm just thinking common sense, right? So and this is very important. A lot of people aren't thinking because it's again so much craziness going on. Now, if you are prepared for people, if you're kind of set and you're good and you got your stuff, think about having and in your house if you get sick. I'm not saying coronavirus sick. I mean, God forbid, I hope nobody gets that. Minimum, right? You got to think if you're cooped up in the house for 2 weeks or a month, your immune system might not be as great. So you might, like many, I got stuff like things like emergency or airborne. I've got Dayquil, Nyquil, cough drops, just stuff for the common cold I got because if I get anywhere or it's very difficult, it's very, very important to have on hand. I also got things like oranges, right, to help build your immune system. Again, I ain't a doctor. Whatever you think that helps you with your immune system, kombucha. So, like, I've been drinking a kombucha a day. So, get stuff if you haven't yet already. So, if you have your food and you have the stuff you need for a few weeks, I suggest getting stuff for the just in case, because I've noticed myself recently, just like kind of like, oh man, am I feeling weird? Am I feeling sick? Am I feeling people start like you start thinking and overthinking it. So you don't know, right? You don't know at times, are you actually sick or are you just paranoid, right? And I'm paranoid because you hear this stuff 24 hours a day on the news. So that's why I was kind of titled it, Is It Time to Panic? Well, and this is the thing I is we've been seeing it all lately, right? You're seeing all the stuff you can look on social media, on the news, on both. Say it doesn't matter whether you like CNN or whether you like Fox News. You're seeing the same story, right? The same story 24 hours a day of what's going on, right? Different messages on different sides. So they're just hours a day news cycle. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going to happen? And what I've noticed this past week, people were kind of it off, blah, 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 And then I started saying, wait a second, people are like starting to buy a lot of toilet paper. I got to go buy toilet paper and stuff. They're getting ticked off and pissed off that these people are hoarding. And I was saying, well, it doesn't matter whether I think it's cool if I don't are angry at people hoarding. Those people are still hoarding, which means it's going to be more difficult for me to get stuff, right? So I got to go buy stuff. I'm So I saw it going on for a few days, right? And then I noticed started kind of yesterday. Now I'm starting to see on the news and these things, all the videos of that and people starting to fight each other and punch each other, right? And then you know what they tell you on the narrative when you're watching it on the news? They say, don't panic. But then they give you 24 hours a day of bad news, and then they know people are going to panic, and then so it's like they force you to panic. So at this point, don't panic, but have the stuff on hand. And it's like, that's where I feel bad for. It's that trigger effect. They say don't panic and you shouldn't do these things and shouldn't over prepare and all those things, but they force you to, right? When you have social media and the day, it doesn't matter whether you like Trump or hate Trump or whether you like CNN or at Fox, it doesn't matter. They're telling you and conditioning us every day to be prepared. And I was noticing a lot of people that were saying, why don't they just like shut, even myself were saying like, why don't you just shut things down immediately right off the bat? That was part of something I was thinking, right? Like, why don't month ago, just shut it all down immediately, like boom, right? So like the moment you even think it could be bad, just shut the entire United States down. And just think, guys, the common sense of that, what would happen? It would be mass hysteria. People would lose their dang minds. And I don't know why they didn't do anything, but every day you see them conditioning us every day. Something new. Every day, something new, something new. Probably because the news, social media, the word will get out so that people are prepared. Right. So who knows what they'll do? Who knows if now, but I just kind of can imagine if the stores end up getting wiped out all over the place, then maybe it's a time that you could say, all right, we shut it down for a couple weeks or a month. People are as prepared as it can be. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but I don't know. I'm no expert. And get stuff, guys, if you haven't gotten it already, get stuff to be prepared for a common cold if you can, and then building your immune system up. Doctor, I have a terrible I'm terrible at staying in shape and doing things, but I've been, like I said, doing some oranges and kombucha. Also, I was thinking today too, get some be prepared for home exercises on gyms. I'm thinking if people get home quarantined and they're stuck in the house, you want to make sure that you're not just sitting all day, right? So if you can go outside and take a walk, maybe you go out for a walk and stay away from other people. If you can't go out for a walk in your basement or areas in your house, you walk around your house, keep your muscles going, right? Do some sit-ups or push-ups, whatever you do for I'm terrible thing to keep your muscles going, right? I don't know how prisoners do it, but prisoners are locked in a cell. Many of them and a lot of them look in great shape. So they must do something to psychologically stay prepared that way. So I suggest that, too. Again, is have your stuff if you get sick. And then what are you going to do at home to keep the muscles going, the mind active? Because 24 hours will make you go crazy. That's why, who knows? Probably make these videos. One day I'll be happy. Who knows? Next day I might be sad or frustrated or anger or whatever. It helps right, and talk to people. So those are the things I'm thinking of. Let me see. You can see a lot of comments here. So let me scroll up and see what you got. So wow, lots of comments, you guys. Carl Icon said the sell-off will continue. Probably. It would make sense until we see the reversals, guys. We don't trade off emotion charts, and the charts are terrible. What's trading with emotions look like? Well, it's buying something like Bitcoin. Not saying Bitcoin won't be good or bad long term. I'm not sure, but people that bought at emotions at 20, at the top, and then they've been just holding this in like a million bazillion dollars, they're not doing so hot right now. So you for trading logically is find support, buy low, sell high, wait for the price to come back down again, look for reversals, look for entries, buy goes up again, look to maybe sell high, take your profits, right? Um mentioned the mask will not protect you, but it'll prevent you from putting your fingers. Oh yeah, that's a good point. In your mouth or rubbing your nose. Entry points for the virus. Point. Huh. I'm always scratching. I'm always I'm always itching myself too. That's actually a really good point with the mask. Uh yeah, so guys, the best thing you can do is if you don't know what you're doing and your advisor doesn't and other than just hey, buy and hold, then just hold your money, learn. Again, please, if there's anything I can tell you for proper it doesn't matter. You'll miss waves all the time. Who cares if it again, even if the stock market Monday goes up to it is. So you miss that run. There'll be other times. You know what you can do? If you miss the huge run up, you learn down, right? It's like just kind of like what happens with the market the past couple months, right? It got all-time highs. Now there's people that are on the way down. So if you miss the wave up, you can make it on the way down. But if you don't know how to trade and do that stuff, then all right. So that's where just the best thing I could tell you is save your money and learn trading. Again, we have, but if you're not willing to study, it's going to be on you. And many of us might have a lot more time, unfortunately, to study coming weeks or a month or so because we'll probably have a lot more time potentially at home, right? Every second. 4 seconds. Sorry, guys. I got to figure out this camera thing. Let me see. Hold on if this with I think because my camera, I apologize if the video keeps cutting out. I think because it's trying to track me. Because my camera zooms in every time. I'll try to fix it for next video. Next cameras that tries to zoom in on me. So if I move like this, it's probably going to try to like zoom in and catch me, and it's cutting me off. I apologize. Um, keep plenty of cash though. Yes, I'm sure, having some cash would probably be, maybe you're doing a transfer or a bank or something happens or whatever, it's good to have some cash if you can have it. Um, Masks are a false sense of security and won't work. Yeah, I hear it. Someone what they're saying with, I'm sure like this, like, I try to think logically. All right, masks are probably not the best thing. Mask is probably better than no mask. I could be wrong, but I just liked even what you guys said of not touching your face more sense with having a mask as well. So don't let anyone's saliva or snot get on your face. Yeah. Ricky, I'm trying to think what the some naturopath doctors, it's important to boost your immune system and get natural antiviral foods. Yeah, so guys, I'm not the best with that. I've been doing it kind of just like with oranges and kombucha and that stuff. There's some really probably great stuff out there. That's still the point that now's your time to get some of that stuff, right? So if you're prepared, now start thinking what's boost your immune system. If you start to feel sick, something you can take to help that and remedy it. And then, God forbid, you get sick, you have help with the common cold, and God forbid, maybe some symptoms of if anything gets worse, right? Someone's being censored. Your whole food, toilet paper, and water. Man, oregano is a professor had the flu. She took it 2 drops every day and didn't get sick. I'm gonna text myself that. I want to see about that stuff. Any of you guys do the same thing too? Like when you're trying to do your like a reminder or something, you to do. I text myself. I don't know why. It's just easier. I don't like reminders. Let me see. I see what you're saying. 777. I'm tracking you. I see what you're saying. Um, yeah, I mean, that's where again, guys. I'm no doctor on all this. To stay again, regardless of my political views, right? So I might have certain political views. I'm not going to go 100% views because I'm sure even my party, let's say that I may support, may not be giving me all of what I'm looking for. So I got to look at things on the other side, put it together, and try to use logic and common sense. Almost kind of like with the stock market, right? If you buy strictly off emotions and you don't learn charts are not foolproof, but they give you enough of the information to make an educated trading decision. And then you have proper risk. So it's kind of, they are good parallels, right? So with preparing for this virus, you prepare for the worst, stuck in your house for a month. So you prepare for the worst, you hope for the best. I look at, having this stuff on hand, it's like, so maybe you pay more for something and you don't use it, but it's risk management. It's better to probably, so, I mean, you're prepared. Same thing with trading. Patterns are not foolproof, right? They help you to make a trading decision. Patterns fail and things don't go your way. That's where you cut your losses. You're aware of your risk, right? Things like that. Oh, dang. Some interesting comments here. uh, uh, it's the mic and the audio. Okay. So I'm on this out. Let me try something. Hold on one second. I got to figure out, it's a different way I'm doing or just like a regular YouTube live. Let me see if I can fix the audio. Because I should have, I don't know why it's cutting in and out. I apologize, guys. I'm going to just, I'll figure. Simple vitamin C is great. At least 500 milligrams a day. All right, cool. Just think about it though, guys, too. Again, this is not a, I, guys, if you go on some social media, the, the negativity on both sides is just off the charts, so at this people is they're telling you to take this seriously, whether you agree or disagree with that. If you don't take it seriously, there could be consequences. If you take it too seriously and you go hoarding and you go crazy, if you go overboard, then you could blow a lot of money. If you're not prepared, then you're not prepared. So somewhere in the middle, right? No, my mic, Ricky, my mic is awesome. I think what's happening is I think Yeti mic, this thing's amazing, but I think what's happening, I have to double check it. I think it's pulling from my computer audio and not my mic, so I got it fixed. I got to fix it. Sorry, guys. They're asking very good questions. You'll notice I can't address many of them. So remember that my opinions either way are don't matter. So uh, right. So that's why you'll see the past few months I've made several videos trying to help you guys to get you guys prepared. If you really gave you some really good information, but you know, there's things you just can't say nowadays. It just is what it is, right? Um, there's sometimes you have to talk between the lines, right? Yeah, see you guys. Eddie Mike, this thing's fantastic. I got to look at the thing. I don't know where I'm terrible with technological stuff. It's pulling my probably my computer audio. This thing's awesome. It just when I started doing these face on videos, it's wow because the computer is chasing me or the video screen's chase or the camera's chasing me. Oh, was just kind of my thoughts, guys, was this whole panic thing. Again, this is something to, this is going to really good lessons we can all learn from all of this to try to come together on both sides, regardless of political stuff or whatever. Because, if everybody in your house for a month, it doesn't matter whether you're Democrat or Republican, right? We're all going to have challenges with that, regardless of political affiliation, regardless whether you love the president or hate the president. It's right. It's still a reality. You can get mad about something and be crazy of the fans, but you know what? What is that going to do to help you? That could also probably hurt your immune system more, rile you up even more sick because you're not thinking clearly, right? On either side of the aisle. Um, yeah. So, all right, guys, that's what I got. So I'm gonna probably do more of these videos. I'm gonna try to test the audio. Let me this out here. Let me see. I'd like to do a test to see, but I don't see I'm on YouTube anywhere where I can change my system audio, which is very odd. That's where I would need Dan to help me out here. All right, guys. So yes, I so guys, just my thought is I don't know what's going on, but I'm prepared. My logic says to me that I'm thinking within a week or so they would probably shut the US down. Word, I don't know, but I just feel like every day something new comes out. So people are going out and getting prepared. That when you get as many people prepared as possible, then maybe you can shut things down. Just my thought. That's my logic. But I don't know. Maybe I hmm interesting things. It's always good to ask questions, guys, right? Always good to ask questions. So yeah, it was weird. I'm like, we're not even cooped up yet, but not, and I was feeling like already claustrophobic. Like, oh man, I like it definitely makes you think, right? I'm usually very, very in lots of things. And I just realized now I'm like, let me conserve some of my food. Let me use my plate again. Maybe I'll use my napkin. Makes you start to appreciate things a little bit more when you start to think that you might not have them for a period of time. So that's the thing, guys. The whole thing with kind of getting your mind right, right? You're probably got to stay tuned. This is where there's some people that say, again, you got to be careful of the extremes on both sides. There's some people that watch this stuff all day long, and then other people that don't watch it at all, right? So there's the people that are like overinformed, and then they think about every which way of what could be kind of one of those people that I'm borderline where I overthink a lot, right? So I'm like right on that spectrum, right? And then I have people that it at all. So my brain probably asks these questions that are probably people think, oh, those are crazy questions to be asking, right? To be right on it. And sometimes I'm very wrong. But then there's other people that don't look or not informed at all and they don't know what's coming. So that's where you got to like the people that don't pay attention at all need to kind of come together and try to help each other out, right? So again, guys, very, very good to ask questions. I made some videos for you guys again a few months ago, back in December. For those that were watching, if you follow up, um, if you look at my most recent video about the coronavirus, crash the stock market. There's 4 videos underneath there, are videos I did a few months ago to pay attention to on the stock people is there are a lot of times things are foreshadowed ahead of time, both good and bad, the stock charts. They follow me? So that's not like crazy. Anytime, this is very important to take in. Anytime somebody buys and sells a stock, it doesn't matter whether you are as way more money than you and I, they can't hide it from a stock chart. So when a stock is way up there or way down, there's a chance you can't hide it, right? So if something up there and then next day it falls because whatever, there's like a missile flies somewhere, then it drops, then next cut, and then it goes up, and then the next day, right? You guys see me? Follow me here? There's things you can't hide it from the stock chart. So I've been trying to show you the problem going into this year. The stock market was super overextended. Maybe it was just because it was overextended, or pay attention to this stuff, right? It's just very important to know that you can't hide this stuff from the stock charts. So again, I'm middle of the road, right? I believe and I take this seriously, so I'm very serious about this. I'm taking it serious, and yeah. Uh, there's definitely some interesting comments. Should a broker? That's actually interesting. I don't know. That's a very good question. That's it's always good to be cautious. If you're with a very good broker, you should be good. They might have some blips, but maybe some lower end brokers, maybe some questions. All right, guys. So that's it. I'm probably going to end it for right now. I'll try and fix. Guys, I don't know what's going on. My mic is awesome. It's just probably pulling. I think just because this camera is zooming in and out on me, and every time it does that, it. Stay tuned, guys. We'll get through this together. So I'm in it with you guys myself. I'm not loving this by any means. Again, I would like to be. It's what is it now? What day is it today? Friday or Saturday? Saturday. Saturday night right now because it helps me to right stay a little bit sane as well. I would normally just be whatever watching TV and or something or seltzer, not a beer. I like the seltzer. So, um, if you've been watching Heba, I'm not recommending any particular stocks. Basically, it's here's the simple answer. Learn the stock charts, and then when you learn the charts, you can apply it to whatever stock you're looking to buy. It's really that simple, right? I know it's kind of a blanket answer because everybody wants to be told what to buy, but you have to have an entry and an exit plan. There's nothing, you just buy to the moon forever is a crapshoot. It's luck. That's why you have to buy low, find an exit strategy, take back in. The way you do that is to learn trading, right? You can learn trading. That's what we're teaching is a stock charts so you can learn that skill set and apply it, right? So if you have extra money, save it so when you learn the charts you can buy right? And then you can use that skill set to help manage your 401k by talking to your financial advisor and maybe risky to safe when the time is right, right? Yeah, I mean, but what can I do, right? So remember, I'm on a very valuable message out. We get it out loud and clear, and again, take this seriously. The coronavirus is seriously. Be rational. Don't hoard. Help people out. Help your neighbor out. Uh, see, uh, don't overreact with things. Get enough food. Don't hoard. Have some medications. Be prepared with your immune system. Do some home exercises to stay in shape. If they tell you the orders, right? Don't be rebellious. And then we're going to get through it. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. Hopefully, this helps you guys. Stay tuned. We'll chat more. Later, peeps.